That should be better. Oh, it's still a little hot. Still too loud. Oh well, I just won't talk real loud. Hello! Hi YouTube! More t-shirts! Well, doggone, that's still too loud. Alright, and there's still nobody around. Hey Jan, would you turn this down a little? I've already turned it down once, but apparently not enough. Hello? Hello? Much better. Thank you. Sheesh. Okay, actually just a tad more. Yep. All nieces are brilliant and beautiful and obviously take after their aunt. It's a t-shirt. So. And I don't know if I did this one. I did one similar to this. I smile because you're my sister-in-law. I laugh because you're married to my brother. My cousin has the best cousin in the world. And aunt, like a mom, only cooler. So. Guess what? We kind of had an impromptu board meeting this morning, and we're getting new chairs. So your butts are going to be very happy. So we're still looking to find out which ones we're going to get, and for sure, but they're going to be way more comfortable than that. So all you people that sit in the pews because they're more comfortable, now you'll be in the back. So, we will be getting rid of the old chairs, so if your organization has a use for them, you know, we'll sell the good ones for a nominal fee, and you know, everybody should be happy. So we do have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin. And John said, and remember, this is back in probably the early mid-60s that he said this. So, our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. I think we're being run by the maniacs for maniacal ends, and I think I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. And that's what's insane about it. Hasn't changed. 50 years. So, and George, one great thing about getting old is that you can get out of all sorts of social obligations just by saying you're too tired.
That's true.
It's true. Things that make you go, Mark Twain, 1835. It were not best that we should all think alike. It is difference of opinion that makes horse races. It's true. Discovery consists of seeing what everybody has seen and thinking what nobody has thought. So, I like that. Ooh. Commerce between Europe and Africa flourished in classical times, then all but ceased for many generations. Consequently, plants and animals native to the Dark Continent were practically unknown to most Europeans as late as the 10th century. Then traders began to bring over strange little creatures from Africa, quite tame and trained to hunt rats. These animals were notoriously fond of eggs. So, perhaps from a corruption of the Latin for thief with fur, the egg stealer was called the ferret. Use of the pink-eyed hunter became widespread in the rat-infested cities of Eastern Europe and Britain. The important animals proved adept at searching out burrowing creatures of all types. It was both serious pursuit and popular sport to ferret for rabbits and other quarry. Charles Dickens picked up the animal-born term and applied it to detective work, with the result that a person who searches for hidden things, whether underground or not, is said to ferret out secrets. So, now you know. Don't you feel better?
Oh, yes.
Feel better? Yeah. Here we go. In Shakespeare's time, another Shakespeare. Whew, who knew? Mattresses were secured on beds by ropes. Pulling on ropes tightened the mattress and made it firmer, hence the expression, good night, sleep tight.
Oh.
Well, now you know. Now you know. Hey, I have a calendar. And
Today. Look at today.
Qigong. Sunday service.
Keep looking.
Oh, on being an empath with Carmen Katie. Okay. She's going to do that today at 1 o'clock. She's not here, is she? No. Okay. Nope. But she will be this afternoon.
Yes.
So
There's flyers in the back. Do you have any?
flyers in the back if you want to have more information. The emotion code on Monday. Drumming circle on Tuesday. Daryl is not here, but I'm sure he always does drumming circle. Loves to have drummers, so if you want to come and just beat a drum, if you don't have one, he always has extra ones. If you want to make a drum for yourself, talk to Daryl, because he does that with you. It's really quite cool. How many people in here have drums of their own? The majority of people. People on YouTube, the majority of people have drums, so it's a good thing. Interchange with Sandra and William on Wednesday. Intuitive development with Janice on Thursday, along with ARE. And on Saturday, also Tarot with Janice includes brand new Word Up widget. And I remember that Jan asked me that she wanted to talk about that.
Briefly. Microphone?
Thank you. Here's your little Word Up widget. It's the cutest darn little thing. Tracy's been madly making these for me. They come with instructions, and they have these wonderful little cards in them. They're not tarot, but they are an associate product that goes with your tarot to help you have clearer insight. You can ferret out information that is really good for you. Good catch, right?
She paid me for that endorsement. So,
Yes.
yeah.
We have 20 of these made up, so the class is limited to 20. If you're interested, if you aren't here and you want to come, you need to contact me, Janice at janicelynch.com. Otherwise, please sign up and let me know you're coming. The class is 40. It'll be from 1 to 3:30 this Saturday, so it's going to be way fun.
Bring your own tarot card. Or borrow one of mine.
Cool.
That's what-
Okay, Bobby, age 7, talking about love. Love is what's in the room with you at Christmas if you stop opening presents and listen. Nika, age 6, says we need a few more million Nikas on the planet because if you want to learn to love better, you should start with a friend who you hate. 6-year-old. Good deal. Anything else going on I should know about? You know, Josie. Okay. I'm glad I said something. I don't always.
Good morning. Okay, I've been asked to do some more demonstrations of the award process, which is a way to release emotions very quickly and easily. I did a class in January, and we have about 6 people that are able to do this process. I use it in hypnotherapy, but it doesn't need to be used with hypnotherapy. This process can be used with many other modalities. So Friday the 20th from 6:30 to 8:30, I will be demonstrating what this process is like. I will be doing that again on the 24th, a Tuesday from 6:30 to 8:30, and on Sunday the 29th from 1:30 to 3:30. Anybody is welcome to come and see what this process is like. It's very quick, it's very easy, and most of you can learn to do it fairly easily. We just set up to have another class in June. It will be Friday evening, the 17th of June, from 6:30 to 8:30, and on that next Saturday, the 18th, from 9 to 5. So this is a very simple process all of you can use. What we want to do is get a group of us that can do this well, and if anybody calls the church and asks for help, that we would be available to assist them. So I hope you come and learn this and share this with our community. Thank you. Those what? The dates. Yes. I'll try and get it to the church, but it's the 16th. I'm sorry, the 20th. Where are we at now? It's next Friday. next Friday, the 20th from 6:30 to 8:30, the 24th, a Tuesday, from 6:30 to 8:30, and Sunday the 29th from 1:30 to 3:30. If you didn't get that, you can pick up my card in the back and call me. Okay, thanks, Phil.
I guess your class was so well attended that this was backed by popular demand, basically. So, and our calendar, you know, we just love people that help out like this because we can't do it ourselves. Sharon is doing our calendar. Thank you very much. So just be aware, though, if you want to have something on the calendar, you kind of need to tell us so that they can get on the calendar. So. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, she keeps up with the online calendar. I mean, everything is just, it's way cool. Okay. Good. Okay. Oh, an exasperated mother whose son was always getting into mischief finally asked him, "How do you expect to get into heaven?" The boy thought it over and said, "Well, I'll run in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, keep slamming the door until St. Peter says, 'For heaven's sakes, Dylan, come in or stay out.'" So, there you go. We can all kind of... Hi, Toby. For all of you on YouTube that don't know this, we do have our church cat. This is Toby. Say hi, Toby. Say hi, Toby. You zooming in? See Toby? Toby lives here. Mary does a great job of taking care of Toby along with all of the other people that come in every day to give Toby pets and feed her. So we thank them for all of that. I think I turned it on. Did I turn it on? I was talking so much I might have not been paying attention. I wasn't.
So earlier in the week, Dan and I were having a conversation about similar stuff. Sometimes Dan can be really profound. And so here's what he said. He said, and maybe it wasn't Dan, maybe it was Dan's friends from above and beyond. Let us hope that the reality of the present becomes so good that the fantasies of the future and the remembrances of the past gently lose their allure. For then, living in the now becomes the preference of life. Don't you love that? Let me read that again. Ready? Ready for that? Let us hope that the reality of the present, being in this space, becomes so good that the fantasies of the future and the remembrances of the past gently lose their allure. For then, living in the now becomes the preference of life. Beautiful. So let's do a guided meditation. And we're going to work. Yes, ma'am. I will post that on the Divine Fellowship page. So if you're not on the Divine Fellowship group or page, let me know. I'll hook you up. Guided meditation. Thank you. Before we do that, as you're just sitting in this space, becoming centered, even more centered, you're here for a reason. You're here because you are ready to take this on. If you weren't ready to take this on, if you're not watching the YouTube video right now, this message was not for you. But you're here. You're present. You are so ready. But you could be a little afraid. I want to tell you just briefly about fear. One little thing. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. 1 John 4:5. And in Psalms 51st chapter, verse 10, create in me a clean heart, O God. This is not something you have to do. This is a gift from Spirit. Renew a steadfast spirit within me. You know, the people who do AA, they talk about praying for willingness. And that willingness is gifted to you. And sometimes they talk about praying for the willingness to be willing. Because sometimes that's not even there. This is big. This is scary. So let the love of divine light surround you and support you in this today, so that you can really take this on. So deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in and exhale. One more deep breath in. And on this exhale, allow yourself to center into the core of your being. The core of your being is halfway between your spinal column and your breastbone, midway in your torso. This is a safe place for you. You're protected here. Divine Fellowship is a safe sanctuary for you. You're protected here. You're safe. From that place of safety, maybe you don't feel safe in other aspects of your life, but right here, right now, you can claim it. And from that safety, that awareness of the here and now, bring your attention to the bottoms of your feet. And there are energy portals there. If you are aware of them, they will open like the eye of a camera. As they open, any of these denser energies can just fall away. It's just energy, but it's dense, and you don't need to carry it anymore. So as you're mindful, they'll just release out the bottoms of your feet. It's just energy. You're not hurting the earth at all. It's just energy. Allow it to be. Allow it to flow. As that process continues, now bring your attention to the top of your head. There's an energy portal there where that crown chakra is. This is that place where that willingness happens. Become willing to open to divine connection. As you open to divine connection, this chakra will open like the eye of a camera. As it does so, this gives you access to many energy portals over the top of your head. And you will intuitively know today which one is right for you. Perhaps it's the golden portal. Perhaps it's a blue portal or a green portal or a red portal or sparkly iridescent. You'll intuitively know what is just right for you today. And as you access that with your willingness, there is an outpouring of love from a higher source. Perhaps you call that God, higher power. Whatever name you need for that, it's the same source. It is unlimited. And there's nothing but love. Nothing but love. No guilt, no shame, no judgment, no persecution, just an outpouring of love. And with your willingness, you're open to receiving that. Let that flow into the top of your head. As it does so, let it clear your crown chakra. Any energies where you feel like you don't have a purpose, you don't know why you're here, you feel a little lost, let this living light of love fill for you or renew for you a sense of being purposefully alive, even if you don't know what that is. You're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. You're breathing for a reason. Your heart is beating for a reason. Take it on. Take it on. Let that energy now flow into your third eye. at the middle of your forehead. As this energy fills and heals this chakra, any energy of they did this and they did that is pushed away. It's heavy energy. Just let it push out the bottoms of your feet. Just let it go. And in its place, you'll have this vision of possibilities, unlimited possibilities, opportunities for your own growth, opportunities for you to learn, opportunities for you to experience life fully. Letting that beautiful living energy of love flow into your throat chakra now. And this throat chakra includes the ears and the mouth and the throat as well. And as it heals in this space, allow it to bring you encouragement so that you can encourage yourself. Those times when we speak harshly to ourselves are over. You don't get to do that anymore. Now is a time of encouragement. Being kind to yourself. Encouraging yourself. Stepping forward in your own life with this positive reinforcement that comes from within. Instead of hearing the voice telling you how you screwed it up or what you did wrong, you're going to hear the voice that now tells you, you can do this. You got this. We've never done it before, but let's try. Letting that living light of love flow into your heart space. And with every beat of your heart, this loving energy permeates and cycles and pumps through your body, bringing more and more love through your whole being. Letting more of this living light of love flow into your third chakra. Letting it bring stability. You're stronger than you know. Look at all you've done. Look how far you've come. Look what you've done so far. Look what you've come through. Anchor yourself in that. You're not just a survivor. You're a warrior. You're powerful. Letting more and more love and light flow into your body, bringing energy to the second chakra and bringing harmony into all your relationships. Whether they like you or they don't, makes no difference. You are in harmony with yourself and your divine self and your divine source. And you bring harmony into every situation. Letting more and more love and light flow into your body, and let this light of love flow into your base chakra. And anchoring radical acceptance. You're here. Your physical form exists. Without your spirit, your body would not exist. It would die. But you're alive, and you have power in your life. And you have this radical acceptance that no matter what, you approve of yourself. And you let that guide you into every action you take. If it's something that's not going to be supportive of this radical acceptance, you don't do it anymore. Because you're worth it. Letting more and more love and light flow through your body, down into your feet, washing all the last of that energy away. It'll come back if you bring it back. But if you don't, it won't. It's a habituated pattern. It might be easy for us to remember old patterns, but we don't have to. We can choose something different for ourselves now. So close the bottoms of your feet, and you're now this vessel of light. As a vessel of light, bring your attention back to your heart space. Let this living light of love that has been flowing through you, let it now flow around you, surrounding your body. That you might feel it swirling or moving or whatever. Perhaps it's like a beam of light standing in a column of light. Whatever feels right to you. And we're going to do a series of breaths here, and as you do, breathe this energy into your heart space. And on the inhale, we're going to breathe this energy into the heart space, and on the exhale, you're going to breathe it through your whole body as your heart beats. So take a deep breath in, breathing this loving light energy in. And exhale, send it throughout your whole chakra system, throughout your whole body. Each chakra feeds a whole system in your body, feeds a whole area in your body. So just be aware as that energy flows. Another deep breath in, bringing energy into the heart space. And exhale, let that energy feed all of your chakras, front and back, all the way through your body, out into your energy field. Another deep breath in. And exhale, feeling those chakras clear and open, feeling brighter than you have in the past, clearer than you have in the past. And let's take a little brief walk with this sense of clarity. Allow yourself to find your way to a little pathway. Whether it's at the beach or it's in the mountains or in the valley, whatever you're experiencing is what is right for you. Along this pathway, you have a sense that maybe you've been here before, or that you belong here, or that you're safe here. This is your true path. You can't miss it. It's always here for you. Whether you turn to the left or turn to the right, it's still your path, your sacred path. As you walk along this sacred path, you may have a sense of a spirit animal that is walking with you. Maybe they're in the forest, maybe they're in the ocean. You'll have a sense of their presence. Just know you're not alone. If you have a sense that they're there but don't know what they are, that's okay too. Just receive that. And as you're walking along, allow yourself to discover something by the side of the road. Perhaps it's a coin, or a piece of jewelry, or a crystal, or an interesting looking rock. Or perhaps it's a carved piece of stone or a carved piece of wood. Whatever you experience is what is just right for you now and will help you in the journey of wholeness, of this open chakra system and this empowered state of being. So receive that, pick that up. If it's too big to carry, ask it for it to be miniaturized. Or carry the awareness with you. But know, even if you don't understand what it's about, know that it's here for you and will be of support to you. Receive that with deep, abiding gratitude. And as you receive that, you recognize that the energy of compassion has been reignited within you. Compassion for yourself, compassion for others, a tenderness, a kindness, an openness, a healed sense of being. And with that sense of deep gratitude, you realize that you have a gift that you're going to leave here. Maybe it's for yourself the next time you're on the path. Maybe it's for somebody else walking on their path. Maybe they'll find it. Maybe it's a spirit gift, a gift to spirit, a thank you. So whether it's a word or a thought or a feeling or some symbolic object like a flower or a toy or a book, whatever you have a sense of yours to be gifted here at this time, leave that with this wonderful sense of gratitude and feel that compassion and that vitality, that spiritual wholeness vibrating through your whole being. And as you leave your gift now, whether you turn and walk back the path or walk forward on the path, whichever way you choose is just fine for you today. Find your way back into this room, into this time and space, into this here and now. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. You might want to stretch a bit. We kind of went a ways, did we not? Now, while you're settling with that just a bit, Mr. Phil, if you join me up front, dear. There's no wind in the sanctuary, and the wind chimes just went off. They're still going off. That's very cool. That's usually a sign of confirmation for us. Very cool. It's you. Communion is a symbolic, physical manifestation of the communion that we already share with Divine Source. Whether you like rice cakes because you're wheat intolerant, or animal crackers because you want to honor a Native American pathway, or the tradition of the unleavened bread. Whatever works for you works for us. So would you join us in prayer, please? Loving Spirit of light, we're grateful for that light. We ask that you help us connect in with that light and walk a healed, whole life. These things we pray in the name of Jesus. Amen. As that goes around, would you join us in prayer, please? Loving Spirit of light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life, all of it. Help us to receive that divine connection at all times. Walk with us in all things. These things we pray in the name of Jesus. Amen. What? What? You being a brat?
Not really. You come on.
Chris, you want to do this?
I'm not really good at public speaking, but I don't feel like I'm in public. I've been here for not very long, and it feels like family. Janice has helped me quite a bit. I just see things from a different perspective, and I know it takes a safe place to do that, and I know donations can make this place possible. So give from your heart. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well said. said. As that's going around, does anyone have any questions or comments about their guided meditation? Of course you do.
I kind of walked the same path that we did during the previous last week's meditation, slightly changed a little. And there was I don't know the proper word for it. I think it's a jisho, which is a Japanese statue that's usually a person, and they usually wrap and leave give them a wrap around their shoulders and leave offerings for them. And when you told me to ask him to miniaturize, he started miniaturizing. He hopped in my hands and he started just hopping all around. And what I left behind was a very small orange tree that's already full of fruit. And that's how I left it. So I'm kind of baffled at the orange tree because I think it's an orange, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so the statue is about honoring. So you're gifted now with the ability to honor yourself, honor your path, honor your journey in a way that you've not been able to do before. The fully bearing fruit tree, I find it interesting that it was an orange rather than anything else. Nothing rhymes with orange, so it gets to be unique and different. But your life gets to be juicy and sweet, and you're willing to share who you are and what you know.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Is that ring true? Anybody else? Up front, can we pass that? Thank you. I'm going to start here and work way back. Did you think this was fun, by the way? Was this like way cool?
So on my path, I found a very large boulder to the left that it was inviting me to sit on. And when I did, there was a clear quartz crystal, about yay big, about an inch or two. And, excuse me, I gave my gratitude, and it was to click right into my heart space. So I did, and it felt wonderful. And the thing that I left was a homemade apple pie.
Oh, yum. I want to be on her guided meditation. Hope you left it for me. I'll be there later today. Pick that up. Thank you very much.
And then as I left, there was a path right where I had picked up the crystal. There was a path of yellow leaves. Not that they were dead or dying, that's just what the color was. And so I went down the yellow path, and down at the bottom was a nice clear pool that I just dove in. And then
Wonderful. Okay, so let's take this a little at a time. So the first thing was this rock that you were invited to sit on. Okay, I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but the first thing I hear out of that is Rock of Ages. So whatever your faith is, this is a place to sit, be safe, be strong. Yeah. Now you have strength. Now you have this rock solid foundation.
Yeah.
And the little crystal that you were given is about clarity. And was that what clicked into your heart, or was it gratitude that clicked into your heart?
No, it was the crystal.
The crystal?
Just clicked right in. And it just
So now your heart can be really clear. Your heart can be clear and not have to be cluttered with other people's expectations, other people's judgments. You're clear of all of that. And then you left the gratitude. So your gratitude is this beautiful sweetness that reminds you. Gratitude feeds all of the chakra systems. So the more gratitude you have, the more they all function and flow really, really well. And then going down the yellow leaves, yellow is all about joy. So your path gets to be joyful from here. And you get to just dive in fully. No holding back. Here you are. Right behind you. Uh-huh.
Hi. So I was really surprised when the moose showed up beside
Moose?
me. I went, whoa, that big old huge moose is here. Okay.
Nobody messes with a moose. Nobody's going to mess with a moose.
And then there was
But they're very gentle.
a white blooming enchanted rose, bald eagles flying overhead. So that was my gift. And then what I gave back was actually a gold coin that I got recently. I knew I was on the river, Columbia River. That was my path. And so the coin has Sacagawea on it, and she's carrying a baby. So that was my gift back.
So the rose, how did you describe the rose again?
A white blooming enchanted rose.
Enchanted rose, white blooming enchanted rose. Okay, so from this moment forward, your life gets to be enchanting. And the whiteness is purity. So this will help you make clear choices for yourself, help you honor yourself, and really grow and bloom. Sacagawea was brave. Man, she was courageous. She had been ripped from her family, taken across country, and then when needed, she was willing to take the trek home. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps on that one. So you're here to help, and the papoose on your back or the child on your back, you're here to help those who have not come so far to find their way home, back to their spiritual self. Does that feel
Perfect. And is there significance to the moose and the gold of the coin?
moose and the gold coin?
Yeah.
Moose are very powerful. So it's about power.
Okay.
You get to claim that power in big measure, in powerful measure, power in powerful measure. The gold coin, this is about value.
Okay.
This is about showing helping yourself see your own value and helping others see their value. Does that make sense? Does that feel right to you?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. There and then back. Yeah.
Okay, I was in a path in Ireland, and instead of walking,
Look at the Irish with you, right?
I was riding a horse, and I also heard birds. And what I saw on the side of the road was a dagger with green gemstones on it, a goblet, golden goblet of water, and that was for me to drink. And then you mentioned be aware of your compassion. At that point, a bucket of water appeared for the horse I was riding, and I left a cross, kind of like a fleur-de-lis, as a thank you.
Cool. So let's break that down again. You please forgive me because I'm listening carefully to what you have to say and asking what stuff is, so nothing sticks in my short-term memory usually. So you were riding a horse, and what else? The dagger.
Golden goblet of water, then a bucket of water appeared for the horse when you talked about it.
Let's do that much. So the dagger, let's do the dagger first. And it had green gemstones? Yeah. Okay, this is about healing, and this is being able to cut out the things that no longer serve you. Not to harm yourself. This is not about self-inflicted wounds. This is about removing old pain from your life, old patterns from your life, and just being able to cut yourself free. Okay? The goblet of water, you're going to be gifted with a quest. I don't know if you know what your life's purpose is. Maybe it hasn't been revealed to you yet. Have you felt a little lost maybe?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, okay. So having this goblet of water, this is like being gifted with the chalice. So you're going to be on a quest. You're going to be, but it's going to be gifted to you. So it's not about, I don't know what I'm doing. It'll be shown to you. And that's going to spur you on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So it's going to be revealed and will create and generate for you this excitement of what's coming next. Sharing the water with your horse, again, that's compassion. This horse is about ease of movement and being able to have support and care. You don't have to be alone anymore. You get to have spirit help with you along the path. Does that make sense? Yeah, bless you. Whoever that was.
Thank you.
Did I get it all?
The cross I left.
Oh, the
like
cross
a
that you
fleur-de-lis kind of. And it was a thank you for the people that left me the water and the dagger.
Gotcha.
Gratitude.
So gratitude. I don't know if your faith is Christian or not, but this is about sharing your faith. And faith is that power that gets us through the dark stuff. So your gift back is how you can help others when they're in darkness. Is you just be faithful. This is your willingness to be faithful. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I actually put that on a prayer request.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so your prayers are answered already.
Thank you.
How cool is that? Right behind you, and then we'll get you, sir.
I received extra on Estelle's meditation. The Sacagawea is actually reclaiming a past life, and she has been encouraged and gifted with strength and courage.
Very cool. Wonderful. Thank you for that. Sir.
Morning.
Morning.
So, two different things. For one, I have this natural rebellion to not want to follow when someone's doing a guided meditation, and so. But then when you
I
said
love
like,
you. I
yeah,
love you for that.
and then when you said like, oh, you know, you're like, where whatever it is that you're kind of like doing, like is what needs to be done. And I was like, oh, that's true, and and then so there like kind of like this bulbous light was around me, and instead of just like walking on a path, like I wanted to open up a door and go through another dimension, and so but as I was like coming to this door, the thing that kept coming to me is like the entrance to this door is all the truths I've ever heard, all the stories I've ever known from everybody around me in my life, and they're all like right up to that edge of that door, but on the other side of the door is the unknown, and I'm being invited into the unknown. And so that means I can't rely on any of the stories that are there. They all lead right to the door, which is great. But I have to go through the door myself,
Yes, you
and
do.
it's just a wonderful place. And so I went through the door, and it seemed like it was all black up to the door. And then as you like stepped into it, it's kind of like that whole Matrix thing of all of a sudden there was light on the other side. And then when you asked us to pick up like something on the side of the road or whatever, I just instantly like had this hummingbird that was just all made of light in my hand. It had no color other than that brilliant white, and it had like a really sharp beak, and I was really digging that bird, and I felt like it was me, you know. That's what I felt. But
Do you know what
so,
the energy of a hummingbird is? To be able to do the impossible.
Yeah.
Because they fly backwards. So this, it being white, is saying that your spirit can do the impossible. So what that looks like is totally up to you. You get to choose.
Cool.
Were you able to leave a gift as a gratitude?
Oh yes, thank you. No, I did not leave the microphone. No, I don't know. I mean, I know that like when it was time to come back, I remember just like kind of like coming back through the door, and I didn't do
Okay.
anything else. So
That's fine.
yeah,
That's fine. Whatever you experience is what is right for you in this moment.
right.
And what was absolutely necessary is for you to see what your soul, your spirit, your
Cool.
true being look like. And
Nice.
it's one who can do the impossible.
Cool. Thank you.
And that sharp beak is about being able to reach the sweetness.
Ooh, digging that. I love sweetness.
Sweet is good. We want her pie.
Right, right.
Yes, ma'am.
Lots of shifting today for me. This was a very healing message today. So I went to my Dream Quest Spirit place, which was the Azure Pathway. Don't know exactly where that is or what it is, but that's where I was. This glowing blue energy light. And as I was walking along the path, there was a big cat. Don't know, couldn't tell if it was a tiger or a snow leopard or what kind of big cat it was. And then when I looked on the side of the path, there was sort of a carved crystal, maybe about 8 inches. And it seemed like it was supposed to fit into my heart space, and everything was glowing blue, but I couldn't get it to go in. But what I received from it was the understanding that true freedom for me will come from letting go of everything that I think I need from other people and relationships. And so I left gratitude. And that was the majority of it. I don't remember
Wonderful.
anything else.
Wonderful. So who do you think carved the crystal?
I'm not sure.
I think that's divine spirit. Yes, I think so. I think that's divine spirit. And I think what Divine Spirit is wanting you to know is that you're being carved. And that some of the tough stuff that you've gone through in your life is Spirit whittling away things that you don't need so that the real beauty and magnificence can be expressed. And when you're ready, that's going to lock and load. And it may just be some quiet time. Maybe taking a walk on the real Badger Mountain might be in order for you. Sometimes just knowing something, knowing the beauty of something, will access the energetic structure within and create the link. So it may feel like it fits right in here. It's already there. So how you assimilate that, maybe it just needs to float in your energy field. Just know that it's yours to do with as you choose from this point on.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So I know there's others, but we are like out of time. So if you want to chat with me later, oh, you've got...
I found a stone by my foot after my meditation. I don't know if there's anybody... Oh, that's... Okay,
Okay, cool. So you needed it for a moment or two for there. I strongly encourage you. I'd like to do things in 21-day cycles because that's really, really powerful. So for the next 21 days, if you could be mindful of this and just being in the now, being in the present moment, that will really lock this energy in. And you'll be surprised, I think. I think we'll all be surprised when we activate this fully for a few more days. Yes, Phil, are we ready to? Okay, gratitudes. Let me do that and then we'll go. Thank you for my pets. Their love and happiness always puts me in a happier mood and lifts my spirits. Amen to pets. I think they are a gift from God. Thank you so very much for the opportunity to do some volunteer work here at the church and with Toby Girl. Blessings to all, Terry Ann. I think she's going to be taking a break. Was faithful in her dedicated care for Miss Toby. So, Mr. Phil, hast thou a closing song, my beloved?
I do, and always everyone is invited. We have a meal out in West Richland.